The moon. Do you ever look at the moon at night? Do you wonder what it would be like to visit the moon? Read on to find out more. The moon shines very brightly, but it does not make its own light. It reflects the light of the sun. When the sun comes up for our daytime, it appears that the moon goes away, but it doesn't. It is harder for us to see because the sky is so bright. Sometimes, if we look carefully, you can see the moon is in the sky during the day. The moon is the only thing that naturally goes around the earth. Anything that does this is called a satellite. It takes the moon about 28 days to go around the earth once. This is called a lunar month. The phases of the moon depend on its position in relation to the sun and earth. As the moon makes its way around the earth, we see the bright parts of the moon's surface at different angles. These are called the phases of the moon. The phases of the moon depend on the position in relation to the sun and earth. As the moon makes its way around the earth, we see a bright part of the moon's surface at different angles. These are called the phases of the moon. Some of these phases include first quarter, full moon, last quarter, and new moon. The daytime temperature is about 107 degrees Celsius. Nighttime temperature is negative 153 degrees Celsius. Distance from the earth is 238,857 miles. The diameter from one side to the other is 2,160 miles, and the length of the day is 708 hours. The moon is very hot during the day, but very cold at night. The surface of the moon features a huge number of craters, or large holes, that have been created after being hit by comets and asteroids. The moon has many mountains. The tallest is Mons Huygens, which is 4,700 meters tall, half the height of Mount Everest. The moon does not have an atmosphere like Earth does, and therefore it is not possible to breathe on the moon without a special suit and tanks containing oxygen. The moon is also a very dry place and was thought to be completely without water. However, about a decade ago, traces of water were discovered. Some people now believe that humans may one day be able to live on the moon. Only 12 people have ever walked on the moon. The first person was Neil Armstrong on the 20th of July, 1969. When he walked on the moon, he famously said, "That is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." There were 2 other men on the mission, Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins. They were part of a mission to the moon called Apollo 11. It took them over 3 days to get there from Earth. You may have seen a film of people walking on the moon and they bounce along. This is because the moon's gravity is not as strong as the Earth's, so people take longer to come back down when they go up in the air. That is the end of the reading comprehension. Now I would like you to go through with your handout and answer these questions the best you can.